Greetings and biggest love to the collective. Welcome to Which Works Healing Ministry channel. I am your hostess, quantum sound healer and applied shadow worker, Julianne. I'm so excited to be here doing what I do. And right before I started, Spirit gave me a little song lyric, so I'm just going to lay it on you. Beautiful, I just want you to know, I just want you to know that you are really special. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-oh, was I allowed to do that? Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. So, welcome to my channel. Today is my number 2 video in my new series based on astrological zodiac signs. All right, and this series is for people who want to do their own shadow work, who want to heal themselves and raise their levels of self-love and self-compassion so that they don't have to chase anyone in life. Their perfect person will be magnetized to them just by their standing in their own power and, vibrating in an extremely coherent vibe because self-love and compassion for self and others is an extremely coherent vibe. When embodied correctly, will magnetize everything you ever wanted in life so that you don't have to chase it. Everything that is meant for you will show up with grace and ease in perfect timing. So I did Taurus first, so today I'm doing Gemini. All right, and Gemini is my tropical sun sign. Although I feel as I've matured that I resonate way more, and actually almost like I'm super resonating with my Vedic chart. So my Vedic sun sign is Taurus, but my Western sun sign is Gemini. So I definitely have some Gem energy up here in the house, and anybody who has Gemini placements is certainly welcome. Crosswatchers are welcome. So the first thing I'm going to do, anyway, welcome again. First thing I'm going to do is clear my Mother Peace deck. I would like to thank, as usual, Karen Fogel and Vicki Noble. This is the Mother Peace deck. And I would like to thank Christ and all sourced energies, including Sophia, Mary Magdalene, and Mother Mary. Woo! I have a huge icon of her in the corner, like a massive, 3-foot statue. So she's definitely in the house. Christ is in the house, right? Buddhism as a way is in the house. And the great cosmic mother, the great earthly and cosmic mother is in the house. The lotus and the white dove, peace and equanimity are in the house. All right, welcome to my house. Julie's house of extremely coherent vibration. All right, so I'm also going to thank Eileen McCusick of Biofield Tuning. She is the inventress of this wonderful sonic slider fork, which I use on my body and I use as a quantum energy practitioner on the cards to clear and heal people, actually. So I'm going to take this selenite and just, to get out the old energy, I'm going to cut, shuffle, cut, shuffle, cut, shuffle 3 times because we all know how magical and powerful 3 is. All right, here's the selenite. Let me clear my deck. Clear. All right. Now I made a video it's an introduction to fundamentals of my process, which include why you can yawn off trauma. # yawn off trauma. Run, don't watch. Even if you want to stop this video and run to watch the other one, run, don't watch to yawn off trauma video that I made. And so you'll be able to participate in that during this session as we pull 3 cards for guidance for the Gemini, divine, masculine, and feminine. This is for, anyway, I'm just doing maybe later down the road, I'll specialize, I'll do divine feminine, I'll do divine masculine. But this is for people who want to be the right person so that they can magnetize the right person, and they know they need to do their own work. It's not about like the other person. Well, they need to do their own work too. But when you focus on yourself, you hold the most coherent vibration to magnetize what's meant for you. So when I wanted to call in a divine partner, I did energy work to make me the best divine partner. And I have absolutely no preconceptions about who my divine partner is. So I trust Christ, and I trust the coherence of my magnetism. So I cleared the deck. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chant 13 Ho'oponopono prayers while I shuffle 13 times. So at this point, your only task is, if you would like to consent to accept the energy work, set that intention. If you don't, feel free to just observe. Um, uh, uh, but as I chant Ho'oponopono prayer, I'm going to raise the vibrational state of there's a Christed light, boundary of light protecting this process and this video, and anybody who watches it and consents to the work will be inside the protective light boundary for the duration of watching or listening. All right, so do your best to just stretch and like try to simulate a yawn, or you may not even need to try. But if you don't naturally yawn, you can like try to yawn, and it will stimulate your body to yawn. So you can participate in the process of like divesting yourself of density, which consists of foreign energy entanglements that don't belong to you. Sometimes we do create our own foreign energy entanglements. And that's a specific type. But most foreign energy entanglements, they just like don't belong to you. And even if you make them, you can still get rid of them if it's from your own bad, socialization, programming, trauma, and wounding. All right, so here we go. Please just try to yawn. Some people may experience eye watering or yawning. But really this is super gentle because it's just a very high vibrational field, and your body will eventually get the message that, oh, it's safe to divest of trauma right now, and then your body will often start divesting in a very gentle way, involving yawning or eye watering. Here we go. All right. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. All right. I don't do the common thing that tarot readers do of like waiting for cards to jump out, because what I'm doing while I'm chanting 13 times is specific numerology, of course, is cooking the cards so that they're already in the right order. All right, so the first 3 cards. All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay. All right. When I use my pendulum, I source from my body, and my body sources from my higher self, and my higher self is a fractal of source. But that connection is all made possible through emanations of source: Sophia, Christ, Mary, Magdalene, and Mother Mary. So let's see. The first one is clear. Is the Hanged One upright the correct reading? I command and demand my body tell me the truth. Okay, that's good. All right. Is the Shaman of Discs right the correct reading? I command and demand my body tell me the truth. I command and demand my body tell me the truth. I command and demand my body tell me the truth. Okay, all right. So it looks like we have the Ace of Wands in the right position. So the Ace of Wands is a a new life, bursts forth. It's fire energy, the start of something new. And in the right position, I'll tell you exactly, it says, this week, we may feel more energy than we know what to do with. That's so, so very interesting. Okay, so, spring is in full swing. We have a no-mow backyard, and our backyard looks like a freaking jungle, and it's so full of like all these different medicinal herbs and blooms. I'm like losing it, that grow there just naturally in the middle of an inner city. Let me tell you, we have an oasis. We have a freaking jungle garden of medicinal herbs in our no-mow backyard, where all the buzzy things feel welcome. Anyway, I have more energy than I know what to do with, and y'all may be feeling the same. Gemini Divine Collective. All right, so this is pretty amazing, honestly, because we have the Ace of Wands, which is an amazing card. And on the other end, we have the Shaman of Discs, which in other decks would be known better as the King of Pentacles or Discs, right? King of Pentacles. So those are like really amazing energies. And right here in the middle, we have a major arcana. We have the Hanged One. So we feel more energy than we know what to do with. Yet, right now, we are still in a waiting period. There are things going on that Spirit is moving things around that we don't know what mysteries are entering our lives. But from all the tarot readings that I've been watching, there are massive changes for the collective of all signs, because we just went through an eclipse portal. The last moon was an eclipse on May 5th, and then we have a new moon in Taurus coming May 19th. So there's a lot of energy moving this week with the new moon in the middle of it. So this card is telling us we really need to wait until intuitively our crown chakra lights up, and then we know what to do. But we should be in surrender. Any like attachments you have or preconceptions, do your best to embrace uncertainty. Do your best to wipe your brain of preconceptions and to release attachments and just accept that you don't know everything that is going on, and that at some point you will intuitively receive some sign, some enlightenment, and you will know what you don't know now, and then you'll be able to proceed and move forward. So the Hanged One is the centerpiece of the reading, this reading. All right, so the next card is the Shaman of Discs, aka the King of Pentacles. But this shaman is a woman. Anybody can embody, shamanic or kingly energies. I love shaman because I have a lot more respect for shamans than kings. Yeah, shamans are the real kings, honestly. All right, so in this image, the shaman, she rides her donkey through a very lonely desert to somebody else who needs her, and she holds counsel with the bald eagle on the way. Like, whoa, it means like she's good completely on her own, or she's good in connection with others, no matter what is required. So I was in the right position. In the right position, Shaman of Discs. Oh, I love this. Okay, I remember what it says, but I always look it up anyway. All right, it says, she, while embodying this energy, follows a strong pull in a particular direction. All right, she needs to be sure not to neglect other parts of her life for too long. So sometimes we really focus, pull out all the stops to get something done or to make it through something, but then we have to go back and rebalance. So if you have to make a big push in the next week for something, make sure to like follow up with some rebalancing and some self-care. All right, so interesting. We have more energy than we know what to do with, but we're in a waiting time, and we need to fully surrender until we learn what we need to learn to move forward. In the meantime, you can chop wood and carry water while you're waiting for whatever you're waiting, energies to move. All right, and the Shaman of Discs is following a pull in a certain direction, and you'll be more sure about that later on. Interesting. So to support our journeys, incorporating these three cards, I am going to pull out my shadow work, my personal shadow work protocol, applied shadow work protocol deck. It is called Archetype Cards by Carolyn Myss, Myss. And I'm so grateful for these cards. These cards, wow, totally changed my life, yo. All right, so I'm going to cut and do a single shuffle 3 times. 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, wow. At the bottom of the deck is Major Arcana, the Star card. So, like, this week, the background is, it's a background of, like, a healing journey. I love this. I'm so glad I looked at that. That is so awesome. We got the star on the bottom of the deck. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use my selenite. All right, clear. Clear. Ah. All right. All right, now remember to yawn along, stretch, move your body, whatever feels right. What does your body need right now? Tune into it. What kind of movement would benefit your body? Maybe massage your own feet, you know. Maybe just like stretch, bend forward, bend backward, you know. Do something if you're feeling it, you know. All right. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. I love you. I'm sorry. Divine Gemini Collective. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. Healer. Healer popped out. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. All right. So the root of woundedness this week, oh my gosh, is still healer. Wow. The star, healing journey. And healer, like, honestly, it's our job basically to figure out how to heal ourselves. So even if we consult other people or practitioners or facilitators or whatever, like, basically it's our healing journey. We're our own healers. So just keep this in mind. Divine Gemini Collective. I love this more than I can tell you. Okay, so for the first one, where we have more energy than we know what to do with, martyr comes up. The light attribute of martyr is learning the transcendent nature of service to yourself, as in taking care of yourself, fully loving and supporting yourself so that you can give the same good energy to others. You can't give good energy to people that you haven't given to yourself. It'll be like kind of fake. It'll be like you'll be giving it in a codependent way. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about from a lifetime of this issue and working through it. All right. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or to a cause. I served others and causes instead of taking care of myself my whole life, and that wasn't serving anybody, TBH. All right, so the shadow attribute is my Divine Gemini Collective and your ancestors, and me and my ancestors. We have been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents. Yawn and stretch with me. In power and in history, who were addicted to self-pity, and in the actions that they did in their addiction to self-pity, it hurt us, and so we learned to be addicted to self-pity too. All right, so martyr complex, it gets passed down through generations, and I'm ending this for my lineage. My ancestors are all behind my shoulders watching over me as I do it. All right, great. So I'm going to do a little healing on Martyr for the Divine Gemini Collective, or anybody here watching, listening, who consents to the energy work. Just feel free to set the intention to receive. All right, so, Martyr. I'm going to chant. It's your job just to receive the, you are invited, not it's your job, I'm sorry. I invite you to receive the energies and to release trauma as your body allows. All right, Martyr. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. As you go along, I mean, you're welcome to chant with me. I use 3 different chants, 2 color chants and Ho'oponopono prayer, which are easy enough to pick up on. As I chant the color mantras, I visualize the color and I visualize that I'm in it. So I invite you to do that too. I'm also doing this work for you, but you're also invited to participate. All right. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. All right. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I am grateful for this experience. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I am grateful for this experience. Alright. I command and demand any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with martyr shadow to quantumly disentangle from myself and Divine Gemini Collective's infinite fields, cleared and canceled across all lifetimes, timeline, and dimension, because I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And by my nature, with my rainbow energy, I automatically transmute any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with martyr shadow, and I hereby quantumly disentangle any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with martyr shadow from mine and Divine Gemini Collective's infinite fields, cleared and canceled, across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimensions, into a boundary of light, back to source, to be received, neutralized, transmuted, upcycled, returned to love. So mote it be, and so it is. Rainbows. It's been my observation that it is very, very popular in the tarot and spiritual communities for people to return energy to sender. Now, I'll be the first to admit that that's where I started. I started a return to sender, but then I realized, I was taught that, these color mantras and other mantras can transmute lower forms of energy. And I was like, I don't want to just send it back to the return to sender. Actually, the divine thing to do is literally have compassion on that person, because they're really only fulfilling their role in like delivering me the karma that I'm at a vibrational match for. And so I'm not even mad at them. They're literally my teacher. And so what I'm going to do is catch their negative energy, transmute it with love, and send it back to source. And then we'll just have more love in the universe instead of sending them back their energy to hurt them. And then we just have more pain in the universe. So I encourage everyone, anyone who is still in the return to sender mentality, to consider just changing your protocol to, catching that energy, thanking that karmic person for being your teacher, and transmuting that, energy back to love and giving it back to source so that source can recycle it, and there will be more love in the universe. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so the next card for being in the Hanged One energy, where we're in a waiting time, we're waiting for our crown chakra to light up with the intuition that we need. Wow, Don Juan. This came up for the Taurus Collective too, so we have that in common. We're dealing with Don Juan shadow. So the light attribute of Don Juan is when your positive seductive qualities are highlighted, all right? But the thing is, to use them within a framework of love. When people use seduction for false hidden agendas and to hurt others, that is trash. That's not what we want. That is literally just perpetrating harm. So seduction for non-love purposes is causing harm. All right, so the shadow attribute is me and my ancestors and my divine Gemini collective and their ancestors have been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents in power and in history who used the power of romantic attraction for a hidden agenda, which means to harm. If your agendas are hidden, they're harmful. Okay, so I'm going to do a little clearing for our collective on Don Juan Shadow. Chant along with me. I'll do the 3 emerald flames, 3 violet flames, and 3 Ho'oponopono prayers, and then I'll do the clearing statement. Wow, I should really post my clearing statement on my Witchworks Instagram, because I have it on my personal, but that's private. So I'm going to have to do that. I will post my clearing statement and send people to my Instagram to find it, because then you can use it for yourself. Everything I do is literally open source. It's an offering to the collective. You know, everything that I learned, I interloaded through the scientific method of embodied practice. You know, I spent hours doing high vibrational chanting spiritual practices with my body for hours and hours and hours and 10,000 hours and more than 10,000 hours. Believe me, I have chanted so many hours. And so I have this I've developed my inner psychic pathways so that I can, when I do any of these chants, I can instantly be caught up into this high vibrational field where my body knows that it's safe to release trauma. And I think I'm in that state almost all the time now. I'm really never so low vibrational that I can't yawn something off if I want. All I have to do is bring the yawn, and whatever negative energies are trying to press against me, like, they literally go away, because I activate my subtle etheric field, which is my defense system. Like, my light body it's the coherence and the integrity of my light body and my subtle etheric field boundary is so strong that that's all the defense that I need. It's just the strength of my own light body. I don't have to I call on Christ all the time, you know, I call on sourced beings, but they're the only ones. I used to work with some demiurgic beings that I thought respected my sovereignty and were also sovereign beings and were also doing things by the light, but I did some green Tara practice, but I decided to just dispense with, mantras to demiurgic beings and just to tap into my own sovereignty through the sourced beings that I know of. All right, so anyway, that was a total side trip. But Don Juan, chant with me. All right. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. Yawn with me. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I love you, I'm sorry. Gemini Divine Collective. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Gemini Divine Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Gemini Divine Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. Alright. I command and demand any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with Don Juan Shadow to quantumly disentangle from mine and Divine Gemini Collective's infinite field, clear and cancel across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimensions. Because I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And by my nature, with my rainbow energy, I automatically transmute any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with Don Juan Shadow, and I hereby quantumly disentangle any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with Don Juan Shadow from the Divine Gemini Collective. Clear and cancel. Infinite fields. Clear and canceled across all lifetimes. Timeline. Dimension. Into a boundary of light. Back to source. To be received, neutralized, transmuted, upcycled, and returned to love. So mote it be, and so it is. Rainbows! And when I say rainbows like that, and you can too, or however you want to play it, it activates my rainbow body. So that's why when I take a picture of myself in the sun, I literally have like an extremely clear halo, because my light body is so coherent. I already have a halo showing out. Because as we move into the new earth, like people's light bodies are going to become more visible, and you'll be able to see who are the more coherent, people who have more coherent light bodies, because they have more love, and all the narcs are going to show out because they're not going to look like that. Anyway, it's going to be easier to know who to trust in the future. That's my understanding from spirit anyway. Okay, so the next and last card is Mediator. Oh my gosh, I find this so relevant. I find this so relevant to decoding all things in what is known as the Matrix, but I would call it the Patrix, because it's really a system of like, male pattern violence, hierarchy, and top-down control that has been going on for the last 5,000 years. So to call it the Matrix is like, it's a psyop, basically. When I realized that they were calling the Patrix the Matrix, I was like, psyop! It's a reversal. When you learn to decode reversals, you're going to understand all the false agendas in the world. So basically, Mediator, the light attribute is a gift for negotiating fairness or strategy in personal and professional life, respect for all sides of an issue. This says both sides of an argument, but I like to call things issues, and there are more than two sides, honestly. So I would like rewrite this, although I thank Carolyn Mason, I'm not dissing her. All right, I'm going to rewrite these cards and publish them one day, with my own words. All right, so the shadow attribute of Mediator is, wow, because when we're dealing with the wrong kind of people, they have hidden agendas, and like all the media, what you're seeing is just the top. There are 8 levels of hidden agendas under like most media, honestly. So when you learn to decode, all the reversals and recognize all the psyops, you'll see through to that bottom 9th agenda. And like, that's where I am. And that's when the universe just starts looking like numbers and stuff. When you break the code, basically, my world is looking like that, because everything breaks down to 1s and 7s if it's meant for me, because I'm in the pocket, basically. And so the way I know I'm in the pocket is all the numbers I see like constantly break downs into all 1s and 7s. So I really don't need any like, I don't get occasional synchronicities. Like, I'm literally in the pocket all the time. My life path is one long synchronicity, and that's what it's turned into just in the past month or so. It's pretty wild, if you ask me. So the shadow attribute is me and the Gemini Divine Collective and our ancestors. We've all been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents. Institutional and off-planetary agents in power and in history. Think about those phrases. There's a lot packed in there, my friends. All right. Who negotiated with ulterior motives and hidden agendas personally and professionally. They had 1 or 8 hidden agendas under the stated one. And I view all media and all people with this lens. And guess what? Finally, I'm at a place in my life where nobody can fool me anymore. I used to be the most gullible witch on the planet, and people did take my kindness and my naivete and my sweetness as a weakness and literally tried to destroy me, but I fooled them all in the end. Now they know who's really the boss. Okay, so Mediator, I witnessed this wounding. Oh, I think I forgot to say that, so I'll just bundle these in there. I witnessed the wounding of Martyr, Don Juan, and Mediator shadows for us and our lineages, with compassion and respect. And you know what? Since I have them all together, I'll just vibrate them all, but I'll say the words for mediator. All right. So mediator shadow. Chant with me. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame, yawn, of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I know I sound funny when I'm yawning and I talk, but welcome to my channel. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. Ho'oponopono prayer. Gemini Divine Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Gemini Divine Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Gemini Collective, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. Alright, I command and demand any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with mediator shadow to quantumly disentangle from mine and Divine Gemini Collective's infinite fields, cleared and canceled across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimensions, because I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And by my nature, with my rainbow energy, activate your rainbow body and see it and feel it, visualize it. With my rainbow energy, I automatically transmute any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with mediator shadow, and I hereby quantumly disentangle any and all remaining lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with mediator shadow. Cleared and canceled. Oh, for myself and Divine Gemini Collective. Cleared and canceled across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimensions. Into a boundary of light. Back to source. To be received. Neutralized. Transmuted. Upcycled. Return to love. So mote it be, and so it is. Rainbows. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me. All right. Anywhere that we have offloaded and released density, foreign energy entanglements that do not belong to us in our original source energy state, we have left subatomic nooks and crannies, a void. Into those void spaces, I hereby refill us in with the brightest, whitest, true source, healing light, and the most golden liquid sparkling, true source love light, and the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And I seal in our etheric fields, our subtle etheric fields, with the brightest, whitest, true source healing light, and the most golden liquid sparkling, true source love light, and the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And I do this from crown to soul, from back to front, from side to side, inside and outside, and all around us. And may our subtle etheric, and infinite energy bodies vibrate and resonate with increased coherence and integrity. So mote it be, and so it is. Rainbows. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Stay blessed and come back. I'll see you again soon.